video, which we're not going to talk about much. I'm going to talk about that for about 45 seconds till I get some subscribers here. I talked about the release of the radioactive water from Fukushima. That's in the newspapers and it's trending all over the world. And that I did not say how bad it was. I did not say anything. But there's a guy out there. There's a guy that sent me a couple of messages on that stream. You could go check it out. You could go check out his channel too. His comments are welcome on my channel. But you don't know what you're talking about. Ignorant much is what how he started out one of the comments. All I did was explain to you that from day one, Fukushima and TEPCO lied to the world. Everything right across the board. The pumps, the how much, how it happened, all that. It was just a total fraud. This guy is defending TEPCO and Fukushima, saying that in that water that they're releasing, that they saw fit to spend tens of millions of dollars to build those tanks and pumps to get the water to the tanks. He's saying that you could go to that tank and drink 3.5 liters of that water that's in the tank before you got enough tritium to do any harm. But I never mentioned the word tritium in my live stream. Never did I mention it. In fact, I forgot all about that word. Whatever tritium is, it wasn't in my vernacular in that video, nor will it be in my vernacular in the next 10 videos that I do about Fukushima, because it's not about tritium. His argument is he's a government shill, in my opinion. His argument is how much tritium is in the water. Well, we never talked about tritium. We talked about the release of radioactive water. And if his argument is that the water is safe, it'll be diluted to the point where you could swim outside the plant, according to how much tritium is in the water. I never said anything about tritium. I just said it's radioactive. But if none of that, if you go to his page, he has one video after the other, after the other, after the same subject, saying how safe Fukushima is. Well, nobody ever went back to live in Fukushima Prefecture. A few people stayed there, but they never allowed people to go back there. So this guy is on about this tritium. That cosmic radiation rains 3,400 milligrams of tritium down on the earth every day. And that goes in the ocean. And it's still safe in the ocean. Never mentioned tritium, don't care about tritium. If it's so safe, why did they have all those people in the trolls on YouTube? Now, going back into something more important. The title of today's video is Water Fasting, Does It Work? Well, 3 days ago, I was in the hospital and I weighed myself out at 104 kilos, which is 17 kilos less than when I started 30 days before that. So, I lost 37 pounds. It worked for me. Now, one thing I will tell you is I want a cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger deluxe, and I want it rare, and I want the blood. I want it red inside. I want to see the redness of the meat. That's what I want to see. And then I want to taste that with salt, lots of salt. And Heinz 57 ketchup, and French fries. That's what I want. I really want it bad, but I'm going to have to settle. For I've been cutting up these calamanses for my water. Now, I've had, since my live stream, I drank 1 whole liter of water. 1 shot, pretty much, while I was cutting up limes. I was thirsty. So I put one calamansi, 2 halves in this bottle, 2 halves in another bottle I drank an hour after my last live stream, and 2 halves in another bottle that I made. So I got this left, the inside of this skin. Now I haven't had a movement 6 days now. So I'm going to eat the inside of the calamansi, and that's going to be my vegetables. Hopefully we'll get things moving, because it's 6 days. Something got to give. So I'm going to take the inside of this out. That tasted so good. So normally I squeeze it. I have a little lemon squeezer over there that squeezes that out into the water anyway. But I just felt like showing you that I am eating the inside of the calamansi skin. And I have another, because that didn't really solve the problem. I still feel empty inside. So so there's my vegetables. That's my I got one more there. I'll show that. Hopefully those inside skins will be enough vegetable matter to formulate a movement. I don't need a big movement. I just want a movement. Now, I know nobody's interested in my diet plan anymore, because they were only interested to see if it would work, hoping it wouldn't work. And now that they know it worked, they're not interested in seeing it work anymore, because they all were the doubting Thomases of YouTube. The negativity of the people on YouTube is amazing. The negative, always in the negative. So today's 31, day 31. So I would imagine the 37 pounds has gone up a little bit, but I don't know. I won't have to go back to the doctor. I don't know. I saw him Monday. He just said take the multivitamin if I feel okay, and just stop in next week sometime. No planned. Nothing had to be planned. He asked me how I felt. I told him I feel fine, and that was it. So for the people out there that say, well, the doctor would never recommend a water diet. Well, that's not true. The truth is that he knows what the water diet is. My vitals are getting better, not worse. No dizziness, no headaches, no nausea. There's not much else to check. Now, a lot of people are sending me these long articles. Somebody sent me, which is okay, an article they copied out of, I don't know where they copied it from, but it was about a hunger strike that occurred in a prison where they were only drinking water. The article was probably, if I was going to read it, it would probably take 15, 20 minutes to read it thoroughly. I'm not going to do that. But you're welcome to post it if you want. You're welcome to post all that information up there, because the way I look at it is I feel fine. The way the doctor looks at it is if you feel fine, then it's good to go. Now, if you want to post article after article about water fasting, another person had an article where water fasting, the negative side effects of water fasting. Well, I don't see any of those negative side effects. So what's the point? It didn't happen to me. Or it hasn't happened to me. And it probably won't happen to me. If after 30 days I don't see any of those side effects, then my body is able to utilize the fat and turn it into energy. Plus, I'm not moving around much. The doctor won't let me go back to work. That's factual. He wants me to sit here. He said sit down and lay down in bed for 6 months. Now, I won't do that. But he don't want me to do any kind of work, anything physical. He didn't even want me to pick up a gallon of water. Not even that for a month. I did it, but I did it with my shoulders and my back. But they're real strict about this. They want 6 months of solitude, sitting down, laying down, not even strenuous walking. Well, I didn't ask him this week. But a month ago, I asked him if I could walk a mile. No walking. Just what you have to do in the house, or minimal shopping, but no walking, exercise, none of that. He doesn't want any of that. No bicycle riding, nothing. He wants me to just sit and let the muscles mesh up. Unfortunately, that's what I'm doing. So I have a lot of time. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams about a lot of things. And one of them is water fasting every day. I'll give you an update. Now, when I go to the city next time, I'll do a video of the weight loss when they weigh me out. Last time, there was so many people ahead of me. And I wasn't going to take the time. I could have made a video, but there was the office was very crowded. Apparently, there were people in training. So there was about 8 more people in there in training outfits, the pink outfits at the hospital. And I don't know whether or not, I don't put people's faces from the hospital in the video. So I just didn't make one. But next time, I'll make a video of me getting on the scale. I'll hang on the ceiling to lighten the load. And that'll be it. So that's my update on the water fasting. For me, it's working. For me, I've had no complications. For me, no dizziness, no nausea. My systolic and diastolic are down 45 and 43 points. It's good to go. And I think that's all. I will go to the video to open up any comments.
Still making a fire to cook food outdoors.
Still no one, when I took a walk yesterday, still no one noticed that I lost weight. Not one person. Not in the jeepney this week, not in the hospital, just the doctor. It's an amazing thing. Okay, no comments. 1 thumbs up. 8 watching. 8 trolls. We're going to say amping per me. And then I'm going to start doing 2 or 3 or 4 more vlogs a day. So I'm going to find another topic to rattle on about. And then something I know a little bit about. And then we'll talk about that. And I'll just keep posting videos all day and all night until I get tired of posting videos. But they'll all be truthful, honest, and, of course, entertaining and informative. No nonsense, no blah, blah, blah. So, I think I have a video I could narrate. I think I made a video the other day that I didn't post. Let me take a look. Take a look. Let's see what we got here. Video details. Go back to channel content. One thing I can tell you about the internet is not working at all. I mean, I copy stuff and I copy it and go to paste it, and something I copied previously, a few minutes or an hour before, shows up on the screen. So I don't understand it. I did get a notice that I have a gift coming in the mail from somebody. Thank you for that if you're watching. Oh. Where was that video? Ah! I have a Key West video. I'll narrate that video. I watched it, but no one else watched it. I have a Key West video that I'll put on the screen and explain to you who the people are in the video. My childhood friend. Well, one of my workers who started working for me when he was 14 and I was probably 26. And then he became the head of one of the biggest unions in New York City. Very successful man. But he came with his daughter to Florida. So that'll be my next video. And I'll show you what Key West looks like. So thanks for watching. I'm Pink Permy from the Philippines, baby. 37 pounds in 29 days. Success on the water fasting only diet. Bye-bye for now. And of course, I'm Pink Permy, which means take care always.